Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is SL Friend. So this is our first video for this YouTube channel, and we plead with you that you subscribe for us for more videos to come. This is an educational YouTube channel. We bring this channel to help people who cannot find their way out of their projects, or who want some particular software to use and do not know how to go about it. Okay, so as we said, this is our first YouTube channel, and we have taken our time to develop a fully automated school management software in SL VBA, no formula, only VBA code. So if you are interested in this video, please send us a hi on WhatsApp or send us an email, and we'll share template of this project with you. And you're allowed to make duplicate of it however you want, share with your clients and whoever want to use it. Okay, so this is our school management software system. Now when this file is shared with you, please, these folders over here, do not delete them. They are part of the code we wrote over there. Okay, so do not rename or delete them. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's step into it. So using the software for the first time, as I said, this is an VBA programming language project. Okay, when you have this system, you can set it in such a way that it can expire. Okay, you can set the system to expire. Assuming any of your schools want this system, you can give it to them on subscription basis. That's timely subscription basis. So when the time range given to them is due, the system will expire, and they will have to contact you, the developer, for the subscription key, and you release the key to them, and they will activate it based on the number of days they have paid for. Okay, so once I click on OK, they are going to have the payment form stating all the channels that you can use to receive the payment. Okay, so if you give them, or after paying and you give them the activation key, they are going to click on activate now. They will now have the form to provide their details and the activation key you share with them. Okay, so I have my activation keys over here. I'm going to select this particular one for activation. Then automatically the system is going to determine the PC serial number over here. So I'll first place the activation key over here, copy the PC serial number, paste it over here, then the number of days they are subscribing for, assuming they are subscribing for 100 days. Okay, so you enter the 100 days, you click on submit. So you have successfully verified PC serial number. Assuming the PC serial number over here is incorrect, the system will let you know that the PC serial number is incorrect. So we proceed. Now subscription key verified. So if they decide to provide their own subscription key, the system will not allow them to proceed. But because the subscription key here is correct, so the system has successfully verified the subscription key. Okay, now this software has been activated for 100 days, so they can use this software for 100 days. After 101 days or beyond 100 days, the system will expire, and they will have to contact the developer for a new subscription key. Okay, so because I'm going to use this system for the first time, this is a system without any data, so we have to do some setting agreement. When the user goes to the agreement terms and they want to proceed to use the system, they click on I agree. They come to this place and click on it. So you can enter sample data to give them guidelines on how to use the system. So the user can tell whether to use a sample data or to have everything without any data. They want to start using it on their own. Assuming I said, they say, do you want to use sample data? I assume I don't want to use a sample data. I'll just have to click on no. Okay, so I have this form stating how I want to clear off all the sample data. Okay, so I want to clear on maybe some or I want to clear on of all the sample data I have. So based on how you want to do the deleting of the sample data, you just choose it. So these are the way you can take off the sample data from the system. But without, I don't want to waste much time, I want to reset all the sample data. So I'll just click on yes. So it means that everything in the system I've deleted it, okay, and I'm going to enter it as a new user. Okay, so the system will now go through the system to see if their school data information, for example, the school name, the address, the telephone number. The system will check for all those information, the necessary information needed to get started. So once the software did not found any information, it's going to alert you that we couldn't find your school data, please register your school. So you just click on OK. So we have this form that is going to allow us to enter our school data or to register our school. So let's say maybe I'm using Mount Carmel International School. Okay, so you started the 10, you are using the system, the academic year, or the yeah. So the school's address, okay. Then the school telephone number, the total number of days you are going to spend in the academic term, your school country, okay, but I have not entered in a country, so I will show you how to change the country. And you can enter your currency if you're a Nigerian, a Ghanaian, if you are in the United States. In whichever the country you are, you can decide to use your own currency, being it in letters or symbols. So I would like to use the $sign, then the name of the administrator, then the backup. Okay, so you're allowed to determine whether you want to daily automatically backup the system or you do a manual backup. So for example, if I select yes, the system will let you know that the software will automatically backup on daily basis. When you select no, the system will let you know that you will have to manually create the backup yourself. Okay, so I want the system to automatically create the backup for me. Okay, I don't want to go through that stretch. Then I will click on the logo. I want to select my school logo. Okay, so I think I have some logo over here. Okay, so we have added these icons too, so you can also make good use of them as well. So this is my logo. I'll click on save. Yeah, then I'll come to this side. Now in the case where you do not want to register your school, you just want to give a text of the software, you just have to click on continue without data. It means I don't have to fill up all this. Okay, but when you are ready to use the system and you have registered the system, you have to register your school in this order because it's going to be on the fees receipt, on the student's report card, admission form, in that order. Okay, so I want to use all those things, so I'll click on save and I'll continue. So now the system have refreshed and it has gotten some data that is necessary for us to continue. So we say the school data has been found. Okay, so we just have to click on continue. Now this is a system that we do not have any data into it, so we have to add a new user. Now if you are the developer, okay, in case you contact us and we give you the version of this software, it means you are the developer and you must have access to the back end where the code, the VBA codes are. So you just have to click on a developer. Okay, so you ignore this, select the name and come and enter the developer password based on what you have entered as your developer password. When you click on login, the system is going to open the back end for you. But in this case, the purpose of this video, I want to log in as a user so that you see how the system works. Okay, so I'm going to first add a new user, and the user I want to a super administrator, and maybe the name of the user is an admin, the password I will maintain the same admin. I'll select the profile picture and I prefer using this picture. Okay, so you click on login. So we have successfully add a new user. Okay, so when you add a new user, you have the role permission from displayed, and you then select, if you are assuming you are the administrator and you are adding a new user, this is how you are going to pass through. So you can determine what the user should see or should be able to use and not able to use. So for example, maybe I do not want this particular user to have access to the lances, to renew the lances. I'll just say not allowed. I do not want the user to check for update. I'll say not allowed. I do not want the user to have access to the payroll. I'll say not allowed. I do not want the user to collect fees. I'll say not allowed. So in that order, when you are done, you just have to click on save. That's all. Okay, so you come and you log in. If in case you forget your password, you just have to click on forget password. Provide your username and the system will give you your password over here. So this is a password we use in creating the account. Okay, so I'm going to proceed to log in. I'll start the username, the one we just added right now, then the password of the user. Then you just click on login. So login successfully, welcome, then the name of the user in that order. Okay, so once you provide the correct information and you log in, the system will give you access to the interface. So this is the let's say the dashboard that every single thing you need in your school is here. Okay, from fees collection, adding of admission, payment of salary, all the record in your school. Okay, we have it in this system. So I'm going to take my time and take you through step by step on how the system has been developed. So for the first one, I want to explain this to you. Assuming you want to update, you want to get your country done, your currency being changed, you just have to come to school. Okay, so this is I want to update the information of the school. Just write the name of the school using registering the software. Then you click on search. Okay, so these are the information. And my country is Ghana. Okay, I am in Ghana and I spend city. Okay, so in city, then you just update this particular information. Then you close the form. You see the information has been updated successfully. Ghana and the currency being in city. Okay, so maybe you want to log out. You are maybe an accountant, an administrator, and maybe assuming you are the super administrator using the system and you want the accountant to take over, so you just have to log out for the accountant to provide him or her information. Okay, so that maybe you have set the role permission. Okay, so you just have to click on the logout and this form is going to display. Unless you log in back again, you won't have access to any of the school software details. Okay, so you just have to click on login. Okay, so this is the login form again. Then you just have to provide your information back. Then you click on login. Okay, so I just have to click on login. So based on the account you provide, the role permission is going to take effect. Okay, so I've logged back again. In the case where once forget a password, you click on forget password. You provide your username. You click on, then the system will give you your password. Okay. Okay. So if you want to change the logo, you just have to come here, change the logo. You select the logo you prefer. Then you have your logo being changed. But I like the previous logo, so let's go for that. Okay, so I like this logo because it's very clear. Okay, so we have to perform some settings. Okay, you have to provide the class's name, then their fees and that order. So before then, if you want to add a user, this way you add the user. Just have to click on add user, then you add a new user. Okay. If in case someone forget the password, or you forget your password, you want to reset the password, you just have to come here and click on reset password. This is a reset password form. Automatically the system is going to capture the current user, so whoever logs in is the one that is allowed to change the password. So this user, I want to change the password of this particular user, and don't forget the password has been set to admin, so I want to change it to 1234 as being the new password. So you just click on save and successfully the password has been updated. So let's check if this indeed has happened. So you just have to click on forget password, provide the username and click on here. You see the password has been changed. So this is how we change our password. Okay, so I want to go to the settings and provide the classes. So you click on the master, you come down to settings. So we are going to have access to the settings from where we enter the classes name. So you just have to click on here. So I'm going to enter some few classes for us to get started. Okay, so basic 2. Let me enter another class, being basic 3. Then we'll proceed to the department. Maybe let's say lower primary, or upper primary, okay. So I'll just use the, then we come to the designation. Then maybe let's use classes in as well. Basic 1. I'll just use only one, not to waste time. The expenses head, let's say water bill. The type of expenses you make in your school. Then let's say electricity as well. Let's go to the income head. You provide your income head. Then let's say feeding fee. Let's school fees, studies fee. Maybe you have a school shop. We can see a school shop where you have some, you are making some income from there. Okay, then let's go to the school fees amount. Okay, we are going to assign them. I'm coming. Let's go back to the. I want us to assign the fees for each of the class. So school fees amount, we'll select the class. Maybe this class is paying 450. Maybe the next class will pay 500. The other class will pay, let's say, 550. So we are done with that. Then we come to the feeding fee amount, where I want basic 1 to pay 10 cedi. That is on daily basis. I want basic 2 to pay 15 cedis. And I want basic 3 to pay 20 cedis. So that is it for that. Then the payment types. In my country, we accept cash in school. We accept Momo. Okay. You can add bank transfer. Okay, so the country, then you can add more countries. Okay, so I will exit from here. You can add more of your country. You can update each of the models you want. If in case there's changes you want to update, you can come and update. In case you do spelling mistakes and you want to update them, you can update them as well. Okay, so we have gotten those basic things done. We will have to add a new student. So you just come to add student, and I want the student ID to be ST1. Then I want to name that particular student as student 1. Okay, the class being basic 1, male, department lower primary. Then these are the compulsory aspects. You just have to click on save, and the information has been saved successfully. I want to add 2 students, student 2. So I say student 2, the class basic 2, department gender female, then the department. You proceed and click on saved. Okay, let's add another student. So there will be 3. So students 3, class basic 3, gender female, department upper primary. You click on saved. So we have added 3 students, and when we exit the form, we can see here being start counting. The total number of students being male are 2, female 1, then female 2. Then the total number of students in the system are now 3. Okay, when you start adding more users, being based on this, they'll start counting as well. That is the super administrator, the admin, the teacher, then the accountant. Okay, and you see all year being start working when we start using the system. Okay, I want us to add some employees in the system as well. So we go to employee. So we add, let's say, employee 1, the name of that employee. So we just say employee 1 in that order. So I'll add the gender, male, then the address. Maybe let me just say admin@mail.com. Then the role, a teacher for basic 1. The joint salary is 9,000. Then the full address, you just enter the address, then you click on saved. Okay, maybe you can add another student employee, being employee 2. Then the gender, female. You can add a date of birth too as well. You can go ahead and say employee 2 at mail.com. You can add the role, being a teacher for basic 1 as well. The joint salary is 8,000. Then the address, you can enter any address of your preferred. Sorry, you can say Accra. So we say for that particular employee. So we add 2 employees in the system, so we can see them, 1 male, 1 female, then total in 2, and we can see 2 employees in the system. Okay, so I want us to assign fees and collect the fees as well. So we come to fees collection here. Okay, so you see that I'm clicking on the fees, but the system is not allowing because that place has been disabled based on the role permission we assigned when we were saving the particulars for this particular user. So I will go and update that information, then we can have access to it. So you search for the name in case you want to update a user role permission. That's the same method we are going to go through. Then you click on upload. So you see it's not allowed. So I'm going to allow them. All those I'm going to allow them. Yes. Okay. Yes, so I have to log out. Then I will log back again for the role permission to take place. So right now we can then have access to the role permission that we have in the system. Okay, so click on fees and you see that now the fees is working. Okay, so the reason why we do not have anything here is that we have not assigned fees. You have to assign fees to the student. Okay, so we go to assign fee. Now these are all the students 1, 2, and 3. So I want to assign fee to this particular student, and the fee is 450. Don't forget when we were doing the assigning, you just click on save. That's all. Maybe this particular student too. You click on save. The next one, you click on save. Okay, so you exit. Now we can then go ahead and collect the fees. Okay, so let's say this student is making part payment. Part payment for school fees, and I'm paying 300 for this particular student, and we just go ahead and click on. So the payment method is being cash. Then you see. So now let's check the details for this particular student. His total fee is 450. I've paid 300. His balance is 150, and you can see the payment method being cash. The description, part payment for school fees, then the month being the month of August in that order. Okay, now I want to explain something to you. Okay, this wallet. Okay, the reason why we add something called wallet is that these particular students have a total fee of 450 to pay. Then maybe it can happen that the parent will bring something like 500 cedis. Okay, so when I use a 450 to balance, so let's do something. Okay, let's go for this particular student. These particular students have 500 to pay. Now this is going to be full payment of school fees. Okay, now full payment for school fees. Okay, now indeed this particular student is done paying. Okay, this particular student rather is done paying, and you can see his balance being 0. But maybe the parent can bring 1,000. So where will you keep the record of that, the remaining 5,000, the 500? Okay, so if in case the parent brings you 1,000 instead of 500, you use the 500 to clear the fees. The remaining of the 500, you go to what we call the advance payment. It means that you have to keep record of that remaining 500. So that's why we bring that advance payment over here. So in the advance payment, you are going to start the name of the student 2. Okay, then how much is it going to pay in the wallet? 500. Don't forget we have a balance of 500. Okay, so you click on save. It means that this particular students have a balance of 500 with you, the school, which he or she can use to pay any other thing in the next term or even within that same particular term. Okay, so once you save it, and maybe in the next operation where you want to use that 500 to pay for either books, or the next time you want to use that 500 to pay for fees, you just come to payment deduction. Okay, now once you click on payment deduction, all the advance payment are going to be here. Okay, then you make the deduction out of the previous remaining balance. Okay, that's why we have the wallet over here. Okay, so if this particular student is done paying, for example the student 2, okay, and you click on save again, students has no balance to settle, you can use advance payment. So that's what I just explained to you within that so okay, so we'll move out from this form. We have been able to collect fees being 800. Don't forget the monthly fees start recording. Then the total amount fees that has been recorded for today, the system will record it over here. Then the total number of students and the total number of employees in the system. Okay, so I want to add some income. Okay, maybe the income head I want to add is feeding fee. Then maybe the basic one, feeding fee. Maybe that day they have make 900 as their amount received from them. You just click on saved. So that's the income for that. Okay, and we can see the monthly income will start also recording being the 900. See the monthly income here. Okay, and today income being this one. So we can proceed to this advance payment form as well. So you can make the payment from here. I want to make some expenses. Okay, the expenses are water bill. So we can say payment for meal, let's say water bill. Then you can add the invoice number. Maybe we make expenses of 600. You just click on saved, and that we have it over here as well. Okay, and when you come to the dashboard, you can see the 600 being the monthly expenses, and then the today expenses that we make as well. Okay, so we can, where we add a student, add an employee, we can go for maybe a parent comes to make a complaint. Okay, so we have the complaint form. So the name of the complainant, maybe let's say parent, let's just say parent 1 in order to move fast. Parent 1, then the department. The student that they are making the complaint against is in the lower primary. Then the type of complaint is a very high complaint. Okay, sorry, this is the name of the whom the complaint is made against. So we can say student 1. Okay, student 1, and that student 1 is in the lower primary. and the name of the complainant is parent 1. Okay, then the gender of the one making the complaint, the address, where is he or she coming from. So then the contacts. Okay, you can maybe you can enter any contacts you want to, but then the description, the full description of the complaint. Okay, you just have to maybe say you can say you can give a short description of the complaint. Then once you are done, you click on save. Okay, so a high complaint, start counting. So once you enter for medium, it will start counting. The low complaint will start counting. Then the overall complaint. Now, assuming that after this complaint has been made, you are able to resolve it. How do you take such complaint from the pending? These are pending complaints. Okay, so we have to take them to resolve complaints. Okay, these are the resolve, those complaints that we have been able to resolve. Okay, so I'm going to the pending complaint, double click on it. We have this form. Now you are to give a summary of how you were able to resolve the complaint for future record. Okay, so you just give a short description of how you, maybe let me just say it was resolved. Let's say that is how you were able to resolve the complaint. Okay, then you click on save. Now look at what will happen. Now the pending complaint is now 0 because no complaint is pending. We have resolved the one we entered, and it has then moved to the unresolved complaint, and we can have the details over here. Okay, can have the details over here. The resolved complaint being 1. It was a high complaint, and we resolve it basically. Okay, so this is how the complaint section works over here. Then the license, you can also renew the license before it gets expired. Then you can right away send email messages to parents from the software. I'm sure you'll be a little shocked, but that has been done. Okay, you can send messages from here, email messages. Okay, you can enter the template. So the subject, let's say the subject is fees reminder. So you say maybe parents are to parents are to settle fees before exam time. Okay, let's assume this is what you want to send to the parent. Okay, so you just click on save template. So we have saved this particular template, and in order to regenerate another template, you have to delete the previous templates. Okay, so if you want to add recipients, you just have to click and add your recipient over here. You add all the recipients you want to add, and you can proceed, and you click on send. But before you send this email, your internet must be connected. You must have data and connected to the internet. Then once you click on send, all the recipients you entered are going to receive that particular email. And your backup, okay, if you want to create a manually backup, you just manually create your backup. Okay, but don't forget, we have put the system on automatic backup. So whenever I exit the software will automatically generate a backup, and I'll show you how the backup is going to be done. So these are the backup. So we see we have no backup here, so we'll come back and check when the backup is being generated. Now we all know that in schools, when parents make payment for fees, there must be a receipt that will be printed or generated for them. Okay, so I want to check how we can go about this, how to print receipt for parent. So we just come to the master, you can say print receipt or transaction report. Any one of them will take you to there. Okay, so we have payment for student 1 and student 2. These two students has made payment, and this is the total sum of money that we received in all. Okay, so assuming you want to generate receipt for this particular student or any of the students we have over here, you click on search by name, type the name of the student over here. So student 1, click on search. So I have only this particular student over here. Now you can say print receipt or save as PDF. Okay, so the system is going to save this information, okay, as PDF. Okay, so receipt generated successfully. Now let's come back to this form. Okay, so these are where all the receipt is going to be generated, and we see the receipt has been generated for this particular student. Okay, you can then proceed to print it out or send them to their email account or WhatsApp, or however you want to make good use of it. Okay, so that is how we generate the receipt. You can print the report however you want to. These are all the reports, so you can fetch the report based on the what data or the date, okay, based on search. Okay, maybe I want a report from the month of June to the month of that is the year of 2024. Okay, this is how I want it. Okay, once you click on search, okay, so this is how you see I have all the record. But assuming I change this year to the year of 2024 again, let's say August 1st, and click on, so no data matched the date I've provided. But once you change it to the year of 2025, okay, so we click on refresh. Okay, we did not give our search well to the month, the date being 23rd, so we have all our data being back again. So this is how it is for all of them. You can make good use of it. This is the transaction report from over here. Okay, so these are all the expenses we make. This is the income, this is the expenses, and I think we did not enter any for advanced transaction. Okay, so let's see if there is something new to make good use of. Okay, so when you want to delete data, okay, maybe you want to reset only the particular data. You have a particular data you want to delete from the system. How do you go about it? So you just have to come to delete school data. So once you come to delete school data, these are the deleting section. What do you want to delete? Is it school fees, advance payment, users account, mailing, employment, compliance? We have the payroll or the settings, the expenses, the feeding, whatever you want to delete. You just have to come here and delete those information, and it will be deleted from the system. Okay, we all know that in schools we have what we call the payment of salary. Okay, so we have what we call the payroll. In case you want to pay salary or you want to add new staff, you can add them right away from the human resources management. So we come to the pay or payroll. You click on payroll. Okay, so before then, we need to add. We have to first assign an employee. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we have a one teacher. Let's say we have one employee being there. Okay, so you come to okay guys, so as I was saying, so this is the payroll. If you want to pay salary to your employees, so you just have to come to the HRM, that is the human resource management. You click on payroll. All the employees you have in the school will be displayed over here in this particular form. Okay, the name of the employee and the basic salary or the joint salary. Okay, so once I click on employee 1, I'm going to have the name of the employee here, then the month in which you want to pay the salary. So we are in the month of August, so if you want to pay in August, automatically it will be there. Then the year, then you click on generate payroll. Okay, so once you click on generate payroll, the name of the employee, the month, the year, then the joint salary, that is the basic salary. Okay, so let's say aside the salary, the employee have some other payment from other places. I want to give it to that particular employee. So let's say overtime. Okay, the overtime, and that overtime you are paying that particular employee 400. Okay, the deduction, maybe the Senate, the tier 1 and that, okay, maybe 50, assuming that's what you are doing. You can add more of it, okay. If there is any other earning that the employee is going to earn from you, you can click on the plus, add more of that. Then you click on the tax. Let's say the tax is 40 cedis. So once you provide all this information, you click on calculate. Okay, so this is the remaining take-home salary. The basic salary plus the earning being the 400 minus the deduction year, that's a select, then the tax, that will be the remaining salary year. Assuming maybe the overtime will be 500. Once you click on calculate, this is going to be the take-home salary. Assuming this one is 200, once you click on calculate, this is going to be take-home salary. You just have to click on saved. So it means that we have paid this particular employee for the month of August. You just exit the form, and that is the payment over here. Okay, you can proceed to the employee 2, the same. Then you pay for that particular employee too until you are done paying for all the employees in the school for the month of August. Okay, this is a daily fee collection. Okay, maybe you want to collect for feeding fee. You select the class, then feeding fee, the total amount. Maybe you receive 800 for that particular day. You click on save. Maybe basic 2. Maybe you receive 400. Basic 3. Or 600. So I've received the feeding fee for this particular today. Let's assume today the total fees received for the class, this is what you just entered, okay, and the one who collected the fees will be the login user as well. So that, and when you come to report, okay, you can see the feeding fee report I've just received. Okay, in that, when you enter your advance payment, you are going to see the advance payment. Maybe we can do some advance payment over here for maybe student 1. Maybe he deposited 500 as an advance based on cash. Then you just save them. Once you exit, you come to report once again. Then you have your advance payment being displayed over here. So that is going to hold the full transaction report of whatever you use the system to do. Okay, so we have much more in the system. Okay, you can add more of that. We have what we are working on is school shop. Okay, some of the schools have shops where they sell items in it. In the next video or in the next version of this school software, we are going to add something we call school shop, where schools can use a system to sell. Okay, you can sell from there. This is the inquiry. So if anyone who comes to do admission inquiry from your school, you can add the data right away from here. There's much more in the system. So guys, if you are interested in this software, send us a WhatsApp message or email us. We are going to share the template of this software with you free of charge. We are not taking a peso from you. Okay, so the software is free. I want to show you that indeed this system has been so we are going to exit, then we check how the backup is being created. Okay, so we just have to click on exit the application. So the system will create a backup, then will automatically exit the system. Okay, so that is it for now. So you let's check the backup file. So there is a backup that has been created. Previously, when we checked, the backup wasn't there, and this is the SL template, okay, of the backup. Now I want us to log in as the user, okay, like the developer. I want us to log in as the red. You can even see this is the back end of the SL. So everything has been developed in SL, okay. But I want us to log in as a user. You check so that if you are the developer, you see how we are going to have access to the back end. We do not put password on the coding, no, it is free of charge. If you are interested, we'll just share it along with you. So just click on login. you click on I'm a developer, you provide your developer password, you click on login, so you see welcome developer, and you have access to the whole background here. So this everything we did over here, the data is here. Okay, you see the templates, everything we do here. This is a backend. Okay, this is a raw permission, how it is working, everything we did there. This is what is happening at the back there, but you will not see it unless a developer. So when you come to developer and you see that everything is here, all the coding that is making that thing work is here. Okay, the user form you see over there, the interface, this is the interface. That's how the interface has came around. So if you are interested, please just share, email us or send us WhatsApp, and we'll get back to you. We'll share the whole template with you, and you have access to the. And these are every user that logs in. These are the image profile. Okay, that's the image profile over here, and this is a project icon, and the logout image, the logo. This is a logo we assigned. This is the receipt we generated. And this is the backup we generate when we're executing the software. So thank you very much. Please like, subscribe, and share. Okay, share this platform. Subscribe for us. There are more educational videos to come. Step by step, we are going to take you through all our projects. And if you have your project, please share with us. We'll get it done and share it back to you. You are also allowed to give comments. If you have some suggestions you want to make, we are not the perfect people, no. So if you know something you want us to add, please, you can share at the comment section, or you can email or WhatsApp us. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.